I'm Tom Feldmann, playcountryblues.com, and this week I've been doing a lot of open G tuning songs. I'm working on a new series, Country Blues and Open G Tuning, and Open G is something that I've used kind of really at the onstart of my guitar playing career, and it affords you so many wonderful things because you've just playing that open G chord. It's really, really hard to make bad sounding things when you've got that open chord. And this is not blues related, this is just playing the guitar related, so it has nothing to do with genre here. But I'm basing what I'm going to do off of this little lick, which is going to be at the 10th fret and the 8th fret of that B string. And then we're going to go to the G string and go from the 9th to the 7th. Then we're going to end off with this double stop. We're going to go to the D string on the 9th and on that B string on the 8th. So the riff phrasing is going to be somewhat like that. You can add a steady bass to that. You can strum. Just a very nice little phrase. And what I like so much about that phrasing is where my fingers are, where it's going to lead me, and what I can do out of that fingering position, because my whole motto is trying to, specifically accompanying myself, I want to be able to do the most with the least amount of work. So out of that lick, that leads me to either I can play that chord there and build a very nice little melodic phrase out of this chord shape here, which again, after I end in this shape here, which is just bringing me back to that G major, if I simply bar strings 4 through 1, bring my ring finger down one string, down to that G string, so now on that 9th fret, I've got this very nice chimey sound, and I can play around melodically however I want to do that. Which is right in that fingering, so I can go back to that lick there. So I can go or combine the riff however I want. So I'm simply just going from this to that, and then having this really nice riff to center everything around. And the other thing that I'm looking at when I'm doing this, specifically going back to this G, which is a double stop. Well, I've got these double stop melodic phrases all up and down the neck on that D and that B string, starting down here at frets 1, 2, 4, 3. Now our same fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. There's that G, same fret on the 9th, same fret on the 12th, and then I can push it back up, and I can push it all the way up and go further. If I have a cutaway, I can do more than that. But those double stop phrases, and I can now enter into the mix. Instead of just doing this chord thing, I can now put a whole little song based on this whole G section together, based around those double stops. So instead of just going down here to this chord, I can still have this main riff, I can build melodic phrases around those double stops. Now, if I want to, I can always bar to go to my 4, my 5, or I can take this double stop principle and take it away from the D and B strings and keep that B string, but substitute and use my 5th string as well. And that is going to hint to the chord changes. So that's another really nice thing that you can throw in this. All of these different double stops that we can work with, same frets as we were doing with strings 1 and 4, but now we're doing with 1 and 5. So we've got the I've got all these little pieces that we can put together. We've got this chord, back to G, and all of this starts to open up out of those double stops. And for me, it all really began with just playing around with that little riff there. That's what I stumbled upon this week. Hope that it might inspire you. Go ahead and build on this if you want to. Again, just an open G tuning. And whether you want to finger pick or just strum away, it allows a lot of freedom in your own expression. And hope you enjoy it. Take care.